It's a pleasure to be here.
I'll see you in a week's time.
You bet.
All good. Well, now, they've recently released their debut album and finished a mammoth North Island tour.
In the studio now with their single, Small Knights of the Dub Table.
Mystery. So many questions about what I see. Like, why is the sky blue? And what has today got for me? Just because I'm small don't mean I won't grow tall. Catch me when I fall. There's so many ideas inside of me, so many questions about what I see. Like, why is the sky blue? And when I get old, what will I be? Yeah. Just because I'm small don't mean I won't grow tall. Catch me when I fall. Bring it down, brothers. Just because I'm small, just because I'm small, oh no, just because I'm small, just because I'm small.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Reggie, lovely to meet you too, and Masawaita. G'day, and the team. You guys all go by different names, don't you?
Correct.
What are your stage names?
Well, mine's Mr. Sammy Sampson. This is Adamantix.
Yeah.
Our keyboardist. At the back here, we've got Frank Canella. And the guy with the biggest saxophone, but he doesn't have it today. Proper baritones.
Superb.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm Saximus.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Congrats on the new album.
Thank you.
Was it a collaborative thing? How do you kind of get together and write?
Well, that particular album, that project was about 2, 3, maybe even 4 years in the making.
Wow.
There was a lot of tunes that was coming out of the Knights of the Dub Table camp, and this is the 12 we chose to put on the album, but yeah.
Why so long in the making?
I suppose we just took a while to refine them, eh? What we done was we performed the songs live, seeing what worked, what didn't, kind of refined it and changed a few things up. Then we got it down as a recording after that. So yeah, it was pretty much works in progress for all those years, I suppose.
Was it pretty cool? You've just done a 6-spot tour around the place. Was that pretty cool taking it on the road?
Definitely. It was interesting to gauge, use that to gauge, see how Aotearoa was perceiving our album. But had so much fun. It's always fun being on the road with the boys.
Of course it is. Get out to all sorts of trouble. Do you have formal sort of training?
Yes, we actually, most of us in the Knights came out of Wintec. Institute of Technology in Hamilton, and we did 3 years there studying alongside people who aren't with us today in the band, but we were guided by people like Rick Bernards from Nightshade, Jason, David Sidwell, who's a big heavyweight in Hamilton, and we were definitely grateful for all of that, and that's where our formal training comes in.
Are you still based in Hamilton, or are you all over the show?
We are based in Hamilton, but we are sort of staying.
You're wherever
around.
you need to be.
Yeah. That's right. Like I live out in Ngaruwa here. Most of the boys are in Hamilton, but Mr. Sammy Sanson here, he's all the way in Waiuku now. So it's a little bit down the road.
It's on the coast.
That's all good.
Yep.
But do you like to surf or something, do you?
Oh, I like to get out. I'm not a very good surfer, and I wouldn't say that on national television.
And you play with some big names around the... Are you influenced by the people that you sort of share the stage with and stuff?
Definitely, definitely. All of the cats that we've listened to for the past 6 to 7 years, or longer than that, our entire lives have definitely gone into the music that we produce. So
you got a big 2012 happening?
Yeah. We kicked it off with a real bang with the tour back in February. Right after the tour, we made it down to Christchurch for the orientation. We played Soundscape, and we've just returned from Sounds Aotearoa.
Soundscape, cool.
Yeah. So Sounds Aotearoa was in New Plymouth just before WOMAD. So there's a whole bunch of overseas promoters, and there were people from Glastonbury Festival there, and it was that was mind-blowing meeting with me.
Well, we think you're fabulous. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us this morning. Love your stuff. Stick around, because the Knights of the Dub Table are back for another song a little bit later in the show. Yay. Coming up next, what does April have in store for you? Well, Michelle Buchanan has done your numbers, and she will tell you all after this from Aroha.